Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for being here. This is your prediction for February 2026, and you know the drill. It's a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else. And also be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. All right, tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra need to know for February 2026? What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for the Libra collective? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Wheel of Fortune. In the top row, you have the Knight of Cups. I want to move these a bit just so you can see them a bit on camera. Okay, so in the heart of your spread, you have the Wheel of Fortune. In the top row, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Moon card. Flanking the Wheel of Fortune is the Empress on one side and the Ace of Cups in the other. And in the bottom row, you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the King of Swords. Sneak peek now into March. Can't believe we're saying that, but we are. King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Six of Wands. And that leaves the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, and Ten of Cups here. Wow. At the bottom of the deck. So it looks like you have good news coming in the month of March. Either in regards to your stability or some type of long-term goal here. Could be a new job opportunity for some of you. So if you've been dealing with something heavy, it looks like it starts to clear up, or at least the opportunity for it to clear up presents itself in March. Let's focus on February now. I'm using the After Tarot deck to clarify the cards. If you've never seen this reading before, or you never worked with the After Tarot deck, the images in this deck are a little bit different, and so the meanings of the cards change a bit too, but we'll go through that as needed. All right, for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, for February 2026, we are clarifying Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, the Moon, the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. All right, the Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Four of Wands. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Wands. The Moon is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Emperor is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Seven of Wands. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Chariot. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. And the King of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, which carries over here into March. So again, looking at March, we have the Star, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords, and that leaves the Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this is in regards to career and finance, love and romance, maybe relocation here, but I have a group of you here where your overall energy for the month of February is Seven of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. This is you standing your ground, that this is to you the opportune moment or the opportune time to do something. Because the Wheel of Fortune would be like, this is the time to do something. And it's like a call from within for the Libra collective. And you're standing your ground on it. Like, I have to do this now. And for some of you, it could be like, I have to relocate now. Or you're feeling called to open up your heart in a particular direction, like maybe to start dating, or if you're already in a partnership, you could feel called to become closer to your partner or try to reconcile differences. It could be also in terms of your financial resources, like you feel a call from within to move in a particular direction, like maybe change jobs or open up your own business. But the feeling here is like you've made your decision on something and you're standing your ground on it. And that's because you feel called to make this decision. In the top row, we have the Knight of Cups to the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups to the Ten of Wands, the Moon to the Two of Swords. So if you haven't made your decision yet, I'm doing this reading on the 7th. I'm sorry that it's late. I've had a lot going on here. It's below 20 outside today. So I've had a lot going on with the house and trying to keep that warm. But anyway, if you haven't made the decision yet then what you don't see coming is that you are making a decision here, and you're standing your ground on this decision, because again, the call from within is like, this is the right time to do this. Knight of Cups to the Four of Wands. This is the right time to look for another place to move, to relocate. And there's a weight lifted off of the Libra collective. Like, once you make this decision about this particular direction that you're moving in, there's like a weight like released off of you, like off of your shoulders, because we have the Three of Cups to the Ten of Wands, and in the After Tarot deck, the 9 wands are on the ground, and you're only holding the Ace of Wands, which is this new opportunity or new beginning. So you're making a big decision here. It's almost instant relief once you make the decision. And then you decide to proceed forward. You're taking the lead here. You're the emperor, whether you're masculine or feminine. You're creating the path or the plan in order to execute this decision, or in order to make it come to fruition. And then we have the Ace of Cups to the Chariot. Yeah, I don't know what this new beginning is for you. Again, if you're single, this could be, I could be speaking to a single Libra where you're like, you know what, it's time for me to open up my heart and see if I can move forward here in the Chariot and be victorious with finding love. For others of you, you're deciding this is the opportune time for you to start looking into relocation with that Four of Wands card. And it's just like your decision is made. It's like, yep, I'm relocating, or we're relocating. I mean, this could be with, you know, between you and a partner, or you and your family. It could be work related as well. I could be speaking to a Libra where you're like, enough is enough. I'm definitely going to make an effort now to find a new job. So there's a critical decision here as it pertains to your structure and security, as well as your future. And this is the month that it appears that you're making the decision. You have the Two of Pentacles to the Lovers. There's that decision. I don't know if I should do this. Shouldn't I? Should I move in this direction? Should I relocate? Should I launch my own business? Should I open up my heart to this individual? Whatever this decision is, that Knight of Pentacles is here twice. So you are feeling called from within to make this decision, but you're not rushing into it. So you're not relocating at the first house. You're not accepting the first job offer. You're not looking forward to marrying the first person that you meet or you go out on a date with. It's a very slow and careful approach here. King of Swords to the Six of Wands, because at the end of the day, this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine. Your higher self and that King of Swords believes this is the right thing. I will be victorious if I do it now. So this is the feeling of like, I have to strike when the iron is hot. And so whatever this is for you, this decision that you're making, like if the decision here is, that's it, I'm putting my foot down, I'm finding another job. I think you do have a job offer come in. I actually think you have a couple of job offers. That's what that Lovers to the Two of Pentacles would be. You could be going back and forth between two job opportunities. And then in March, it looks like you're taking one and you're moving forward with it. And again, it's like you are victorious over the burden. You're like, whew, I'm so glad I did that because I found this ideal job here with the Ace of Pentacles, Judgment to the Ten of Cups. It's like, wow, I'm in a new place here and I really like it. For those of you where this is relocation, you could be putting your foot down like, nope, I'm moving. This is what I'm doing. And you could be inquiring here with a realtor or finding a place on your own, like if you're buying your own home. Either way, you're deciding I'm going to do this. And then it looks like come March, you find a new place where you are relocating to. And again, it's an apartment, a flat, a condominium, a house, but you're moving forward with it. If you're deciding to put yourself out there as a single Libra, it looks like you are meeting someone here. They could be an Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you're deciding to move forward with this person. And in March, you feel like you made a good decision. You like the direction that the relationship is going in. If you're currently partnered, you and your partner are making a decision here about the long-term trajectory of the relationship. Whatever that is different for you. We're staying together, we're moving, we're having a child, you know, we're separating. Again, whatever that decision is, if you're making it in partnership with someone else, then it looks like they're on board and the two of you are moving together. Again, I don't know what direction that's in, but it seems to be agreed upon by both parties. I want to clarify a couple of things here for you. So your overall message here seems to be what you don't see coming is you have a pretty heavy decision here on the table. It has been for quite some time. And it looks like in the month of February, you're making it. And in March, you're quite pleased that you've made it and that you're moving in that direction. Can you clarify the Moon card there? Let's see if we can get a little bit more about that decision here. clarify the moon, and we'll clarify the Ace of Cups for you as well. Clarify the moon here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The moon is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. And why is the Two of Swords here? Okay. Three of Pentacles again. Page of Wands. And the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. Okay. So the decision here was one that you did not make lightly. It impacts your stability. It impacts your future. And the decision you're making is, we're moving forward, or I'm moving forward on this. Again, for some of you, it's just you by yourself. And for others of you, it's you and this other person making this decision. But the decision is, I'm moving forward. And we have two sets of Three of Pentacles. So it's almost like I have to do this. The call from within, like I have to do this. I don't want it to be a missed opportunity. I feel like this is the right time for me to make this decision or to move in this direction. So I like it. It's you're taking the full control here as the emperor of your life to make this decision. And that Seven of Wands is like, you will not be deterred. Let's clarify that Ace of Cups for you, okay? Can you clarify the Ace of Cups here, please? Clarify the Ace of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So this opportunity, you feel like it's the just right thing for you to do, or for you to invest in, or the direction for you to move in. Chariot. And you feel like this is the best decision I can make for myself at this time. Tell me more about that Chariot. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Chariot is further clarified by Temperance, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords. And that was that feeling of, I want to go careful on this because I don't want to make a mistake. In the After Tarot deck, the individual is like looking back. So I feel like this is you looking back at, like, you know, past mistakes that you made, maybe when you rush something too quickly. And so you don't want to get caught in that trap again, like this individual. They're trying to avoid getting caught in the trap. So I feel like this is you like, okay, I made the decision. I'm moving in this particular direction. Like I said, some of you are making the decision with someone else. Some of you, it's just you solo making the decision. But you're like, I also don't want to mess it up. I don't want it to completely blow up my life. I want to do it the right way. I don't want to just accept the first job offer or move to the new place. You know what I mean? So this is long-term planning. I'm going to try to get you timing for some of you to see how long this is going to take for you to actually like move forward with this, because this just seems to be like you're moving forward with making the plan. So timing when the plan comes to fruition. Not every card in tarot's timing. If I have to pull a timing deck, I will. But timing when this actually comes into fruition. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Cups within the next 6 months. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. So it's like the decision is made now within the month of February. Page of Cups for me, cups are months. And so each of you will be moving forward at your own speed. Of course, you're individuals. But the collective will be shifting onto this, I want to call it a new timeline here, within the next 6 months. And it's all because each of you are making this decision in your life. You're making it in the month of February. And then it'll play out at different intervals or at different times for each of you over the course of the next 6 months. And I like that we have the 2 Six of Wands cards. I like that the burdens are being dropped. So you feel really good about this decision. You're also cognizant of the fact that I don't want to make any mistakes or repeat any mistakes of the past. So I like this for you. You definitely have learned from past mistakes, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing when you do that. So a lot of growth here in the Libra collective. Let's get you some oracle cards, and we'll close it out with some kippers. Okay, one more here for Libra. Thank you. Let's get these on the table, and then I will read them to you in a second. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. You're making a decision here. You're taking a divinely guided chance. And again, it's that feeling from within, like this is the right thing to do. Divine alchemy, move beyond your current challenges. Focus on what you desire. That's that Ace of Cups. Okay, that's that Ace of Cups. I don't know if you saw that, but the power just went a little crazy here. We then have moonlighting, and we had that moon card. So again, I think it's an emotional decision for you, but I also think that you are stabilizing your emotions. Again, there was a feeling here of like relief. Once you make the decision, you feel really good about it. And then you have facing fear, which is what you're doing. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. I really like this reading for you, Libra. I feel like some of you have been trapped in something for a long time, and this seems to be you creating a plan to move forward in your life. You're facing your fears. Again, I like this. 2 cards of facing your fear. And then you have love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So it's possible for some of you, you're contemplating ending a long-term connection or some type of contractual obligation you had with a job or a landlord or something like that. And there could be a need here for you to forgive yourself and forgive the other entity if things just didn't work out, or the apartment wasn't exactly, you know, what you wanted it to be. But whatever it is that you're moving towards, you seem to be excited about. You're building into it. No rash or rush decisions here. And you're creating a plan, which I like. It tells me that you will more than likely be successful with whatever this is. Let's close it out now with some kippers. I just noticed a lover's card again. So yeah, it looks like you're making pretty significant choice in respect to your future here in the month of February. Very nice. 2 kipper cards now for that top row. Okay, middle row here. And the last row. Very nice. So we have marriage at the bottom of the deck. Now it's possible for some of you, you're deciding to get married or you're deciding to leave a marriage. Again, it'll be different for all of you. For others of you, this is something that you're doing in partnership with someone else. Like maybe you're deciding to go into business in the month of February, but you're going to create a plan here with someone else. So the marriage card, I feel like just is talking about partnership for those of you where you're doing this with someone else. Top row, we have change on the side and we have toil and labor. So it's like you're working hard or will be working hard. Remember, you had 2 sets there of the 3 of Pentacles. So it's either you're working hard on your own or you're working in conjunction with someone else. Like each of you are putting 3 pentacles into making this change, or like I said, relocating or moving in a new direction. The full move on the new path isn't occurring in February for like 99% of you, but you're anticipating the change and you're starting to work, or like I said, build into it. You then have bad health on the side, and you have community. It's possible for some of you, you're deciding to leave a community. Could be a friend group, a family group, maybe the actual community you live in, because you feel it no longer aligns to you. So there could be something like that here. I don't do medical readings, but if you're having something medical go on, you could be choosing to get a second opinion or to maybe even travel to see a specialist or something like that. And then at the bottom row here, we have journey and we have mature man. You could be a mature man, you could be a mature woman. This could also be the individual that you're deciding to work with. But yeah, you are preparing now to move your life. Like I said, another journey, another trajectory. Most of you are doing this with someone else, even if that's just a friend or a business partner, or like I said, you're relocating. This then could be like the landlord, the realtor that you're connecting with. You have asked for your needs to be met. So if any time during the month you're struggling with a decision or any of the planning that you're doing here, make sure you speak to source, to the universe, and ask for help. And then you have ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can now be healed. It's possible for some of you, you are choosing to relocate away from family. And I don't think that means that you're fully cutting them off. It just means you're choosing to go in your own direction. I like this. There's a decision on the table. You're choosing to not only make it, but you're choosing to create a very grounded plan here on how you can be successful with executing it. And most of you will do just that over the course of the next 6 months. So congratulations, Libra, one of your better readings to date. That is what I have for you. If you like this message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Thank you once again for being a time traveler. I do appreciate your support, and I hope that these readings help you with your journey. Until I read for you again, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.